Good afternoon, Dr. Lubna and all that are present here. So today this presentation is about curriculum theories from the subject Curriculum and Syllabus Design. So it will be presented by myself, my course mates Nadia and Shuba. So before we go into the classifications of curriculum theories, let's talk about what is curriculum theory. So basically, in simple words, a curriculum theory examines what kind of learning environment a curriculum should have. So it will look at aspects maybe based on the society, based on society, or based on the students, or based on the teachers, or based on methods of teaching and resources and things like that. So a definition of curriculum is actually the whole of student experiences in school, both those that are planned and those that are unplanned. So the curriculum theory actually examines what kind of environment should the school have for these students' experiences in school. So today we are going to look at the classifications of the curriculum theories, and we will go first with Shuba.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. First, we are going to look into Esner's and Valent's curriculum of theories. Okay, they have like all the curriculum theories that everyone will be sharing will be similar a bit, but then they have their different opinions on each of the theories. So first up, we can see the academic rationalization. So for the academic rationalization by Esner and Valence, they see it as the most traditional one and emphasizes on the students' commitment. So on the students' commitment means they have to give a great importance on how the students are thinking, and then get into knowing their great ideas on how they are going to comprehend all the studies that they are going through. So the second one is the technology and cognitive process. So in this related matter, it focuses on predetermined goals. Like the teachers or the educators, they have a predetermined outcomes of how the students are going to comprehend the subjects that they are going to teach, or how the students are going to comprehend like the subjects that are given by the teachers to the students. So to ensure the predetermined goal, the educators have to they have to ensure a systematic planning and have an effective teaching so that they will get the outcome that they are seeking for. So another thing is for the cognitive process, it also focuses on how a thing or how in a title or a subject should be, rather than what it should be. Like, how are we going to teach this? How is the students going to comprehend the thing that the educators are putting on the table? So that's how a technology and cognitive process looks into. So the third one is the self-actualization. In this method, we see like the student sees education as a process that ensures individual freedom. So every student have their own opinions on how they are going to comprehend everything that the teacher is providing them. So they have to have their own ideas, their own opinions on how to comprehend their selective need on how to learn things. So the fourth one is the social reconstruction relevance theory. So in this theory, they see the social needs more important than the individual needs. Like individual needs, they need like reassurance on how they are going to comprehend, or if they are lacking a bit, they need reassurance from the teachers and everything. But then this social reconstruction, it focuses on like the social thing, like the surrounding environment rather than the students' needs. So that's what they look into. That's what the theories that are looked into by Eisner and Valence. And then the next one is by McNeil's. So McNeil's, he had 4 theories as well under this. And then the first type is the academic. So for the academic, he saw that students should learn the details of the discipline. So the students first, they need to have a disciplined manner or disciplined way to like learn things so that they can learn it accordingly, and then they can understand it like by theoretical order. And then for the technological part, it considered predetermined and measurable goals are important. So that's what we saw before also, like they have to have a predetermined goal so that the student and the teacher knows what the student should focus on to. And then the teacher also know, okay, how can we like divert the students to focus onto the certain things. So the next type is the humanist. Okay, this provides students with fundamentally useful experience. So, okay, if they are going out, like out of the school, like out in the environment or like the real life world, so how are they going to present themselves in front of the society? And then so the educators, they will give the students like the most common experiences a student needs to face the reality in the world, and then how are they going to comprehend and how are they going to solve all the problems. And then the last one is the social reconstructions. In this, improving social values and developing critical thinking processes with the help of the curriculum. So as we know, as a student, we know that we need to have our certain social values that we need to follow. And then we need to know all these values in life so that we can be a better person in the future or better person in the society itself. So social reconstruction is like it mold a student into a better person. So that what McNeil focused on. Next up, Yan. Thank you.
Okay, the next theories that I will focus on is Schubert, dated in 1996. So Schubert has these four theories in his classification of curriculum theories. So the first one is social behaviorist. So according to the social behaviorist theory, it says that the behaviors of teachers and students need to be observed during the teaching and learning process, so that through this observation we can understand how students learn, and we can also make improvements, like how can we help the students to learn better. And for experientialist, it focuses on the students' experiences. So it means that experientialists, instead of having the teacher to teach and then the students just to learn passively, experientialists make students learn actively. So students will learn by having hands-on experiences, by going on field trips, and yeah. So this one is so that is a more learner-centered curriculum, and so that students know what they're learning, so they don't just like receive, but they actually have the chance to experience the things they need to learn. And then for intellectual traditionalist, this is where it talks about the resources. I think like Shubha mentioned earlier in her theories as well. So for intellectual traditionalists, they say that ideas have to be generated from primary sources such as journals or newspapers or historical documents, as well as textbooks. So this one is like the traditional form of learning, where we adhere to some of the provided traditional text, like textbooks and these primary sources. And then we have the fourth one, critical reconstructionalist. So for critical reconstructionalist, it is important that students take an active role against racial, class, and cultural differences in schools and in reorganizing society. So this one is more society-centered, just like the social reconstructionist earlier, where the curriculum need to give importance for students to understand the differences in both race, class, and culture, and also teach them how to respond to certain issues based on this race, class, and culture, so that they can actually play an active role in reorganizing society, so that when they go out of school next time, they know how to act, what's the right way to do things. They know how to differentiate between right and wrong, because they are the future of the society. So when they graduate later, they are going to be the people that make up society. So this is from Schubert. And then next we look at Clibber, which is dated in 2004. So according to Clibber, there are also four theories. So the first one is social efficiency, where it states that curriculum should equip students with future competencies in society and prepare them for their future roles. So this one should be similar to the experientialist one earlier, where the curriculum provide opportunities for students, opportunities for them to experience what it will be like for them like in the real world. Like maybe they will have field trips to the, let's say, supermarket, and then they get to actually try what it's like to be a cashier, what it's like to apply math, counting money in real life and things like that. So all this is to prepare them for the future roles so that they will be efficient social beings in the future. Then we have child study. So child study is where they say that the curriculum should be arranged according to the child's natural development. And when we talk about the child's natural development, of course, we will talk about the child's interests and needs. So these things have to be taken into account. So it is not like we just prepare a curriculum for the sake of putting in all the knowledge that is needed in the curriculum, but we need to take into account the people, the individuals that are going to be receiving this curriculum, whether it is suitable for them, whether it is um, arranged according to their development. So the sequence of let's say topics, and then whether it is interesting for them, whether it caters to their needs. So this one is similar to the previous one, as in social behaviorist, yeah, where they observe the students development and then they plan accordingly. So the third one is social meliorist. So meliorist actually means that social change that begins from people itself. So social meliorist is where it says that it gives importance to social change and social justice concepts. So this one looks at society and is like preparing the students for the society in the future. So um, preparing them, like educating the students, raising awareness in the students in the societal issues and justice concepts, so that next time so that they understand what is going on, and it's not like after they graduate they are just suddenly thrown into the real world. So they already are taught in school how to respond to social change. And lastly, we have humanist. Humanist means providing liberal education for all. And providing liberal education means that it focuses on building up the student as a whole. So liberal, of course, means free. So it's like building up a free person, a person that's free to explore the different things according to their own interests. And how this humanist actually happens, the curriculum can actually provide liberal education, is by focusing on the education as holistically. So it's not just for knowledge. So it focuses on teaching both academic subjects as well as reasoning, and also some adherence to traditions. So that is humanist. It's like holistic learning for the students. So these are the four theories by Clibber. And next we have Nadia to present to us.
All right. So moving on to the another theorist, which is Alice in 2004. Alice has three theories, which are knowledge-centered, learner-centered, and also society-centered. And okay, so focusing on knowledge-centered, just like what humanist is about, it prioritize students' need to study liberal education, and at the same time they have to focus on academic education as well, so that the students can understand, it's basically like free education, just like what Jan said earlier, but at the same time it makes sure that students are fit for the curriculum at hand, so that everybody's in sync with each other. And second is learner-centered education, which focuses on the interests and needs of the students. And in this curriculum theory, it allows the students to choose their own curriculum rather than being forced to have a curriculum study, so they don't have to force themselves to take the course. They can choose their own course, the course that they actually like. And moving on to the last curriculum theory of this theorist is society-centered curriculum, which is which refers to the discovering of the problems of society and community, and also solving it through the curriculum. So this in hand will mold the students to understand the problems of what the community and the society have, and also it allows them to mold students to fix the problem at hand, so that in the future when they grow up, persist again, because they already know that, okay, this is a problem, and it affects people and it affects the nation and the country. So they will try to solve the problem as they grow up, because they already know how to solve it through the curriculum itself. And moving on to the last theorist, which is Shiro in 2012. So Shiro has four curriculum theory. The first one is academic curriculum theory, and it refers to when children, they should, okay, so in this theory they focus on children learning the accumulated knowledge of their culture, and also this gives an effort to make them understand academic discipline in depth, so that they are disciplined enough to study and efficient. They can be efficient in their studies and stuff. So the next theory is social efficiency theory, which emphasizes on the importance of preparing students for their future roles in order to grow up properly as an adult. So this actually also focuses on society-centered, just like society-centered curriculum. It has different names, but the outcome is the same. Like they form students to be better societies by understanding societal problems and stuff. And the third theory is learner-centered curriculum theory. So learner-centered curriculum theory advocates the natural development of students and making sure that their intellectual, social, emotional, and physical features are developed naturally through the curriculum. So as they develop their all of these factors into within the curriculum, it allows them to become better adults as they grow up, and this will lead to better society and societal change, and also allows students to be able to succeed in academics. And the last theory is social reconstruction curriculum theory, and this theory gives an awareness for the students to be aware about social problems and injustices from their society. For example, racial, sexual, social, and all the inequalities that we have in our country. And through that, and we include that within the curriculum, so that we can form the students to become better adults, to create a fair society in the future. So it's actually similar to social efficiency and also society-centered curriculum theory. Actually, it's the same. And moving on to let me conclude everything. Okay, so although the classification of curriculum theories are actually, it has different names, but if we conclude everything, if we read everything and we understand everything, we can see that every single theory has similar views, aims, and also principles, because most, if you can see from Shuba's, Jan's, and my theories, from all the theorists, we can conclude that all the theories, it prioritize students' progress within education, while at the same time focuses on traditional curriculum, and also to ensure that the society as a whole in the future change for the better. Thank you.